You're welcome.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Geeks and Rebels. I'm your host Brian, and we'll be doing our special drinking episode today. I'm going to go around the room and have everybody introduce themselves, starting with you.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And
hi, I'm Gabby.
And this one. That's Darth Negro. So AKA Shaq. You?
Little Mike.
He's Little Mike because he's short.
Disrespectful head ass.
So the first thing I want to talk about first is giving thanks to, or at least a shout out to to Leva Bates. Leva Bates. I told her on Twitter that I'll give her a shout out, and hopefully she sees this video and replies and whatnot. And I'm also going to do a shout out to Juliana. She was going to join us earlier, but she ended up not feeling very well, so she's at home resting. So I hope she feels better. So we'll start with questions on Avengers Endgame. So we were doing fan theories, and yes, the first fan theory was about Ant-Man going Thanos' taint, as you could say.
And end of discussion.
End of discussion.
That's how it is.
That's the whole movie. Don't have to buy a ticket now. Thanks.
So,
I just want to see Black Widow just being pointless. Literally in the back, just bang, 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 bang,
what's
doing
his name with the arrows?
Literally
And,
going up
that one.
He's Ronin now,
he's
though.
Ronin, yeah.
He's a badass mode. Like, he actually kills people now.
Yeah.
So completely useless. Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
Once again. So when talking about Avengers Endgame, we also have to explain or tell everybody their favorite heroes. So from the Marvel universe, because we talk about all time.
Robert Downey Jr. End of discussion.
So clearly his Iron Man.
Can we do not Avengers?
Can we do not? We can do like not people who aren't actually in the Avengers.
Can I do like Dormammu? Can I do villains?
You can do villains.
Killmonger. End of discussion.
He only chose Killmonger because he's black.
That's racist.
No. Galactic Ghost Rider.
Oh, yeah, that was actually really dope.
Galactic Ghost
That's when he
Rider.
had the power.
Yeah.
He does
I
that.
can put two and two together.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Math is hard.
Clearly. So, Cosmic Ghost Rider, do you have a favorite Marvel hero?
Probably Thor.
Thor. You and Juliana both like Thor.
Is it because it's sexy?
Dude.
It's because, yeah.
Not Chris Hemsworth.
But like in the recent movies, he's got like a really like dry humor,
Yeah.
and I like really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the funniest things.
I believe one of yours is. Yours is.
Yeah, like I really like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, I just like the fact that like he's just this kid that like just gets thrown into this world like. He thought it was going to be simple. It's like, all right, I'm just going to protect New York. And then all of a sudden...
Miles
Not the one that got
Morales.
turned to ash.
Oh my god!
I know, just to hurt feelings. Just to hurt feelings.
I mean, we're still good. We got one up. I mean, we probably still got Miles. He's probably still running around. So, I mean, we still
For
good.
sure.
Miles would be like a lot better than Peter if he actually had the experience. Like, if he had the experience, he's got the same powers as Peter and more.
Yeah, so I mean,
he needs the experience.
He's already like, this is Peter, this is Miles, in my personal opinion. Experience it all. This man can electrocute you, go invisible, extra powers. Like, what else do you need from a superhero?
Money.
I mean, that's Batman.
Robert Downey Jr. End of discussion.
Iron Man and Black Panther.
Oh my god, that is.
I mean,
Black Panther has more money than
Black
you're a
Panther.
king, like...
Of a country that nobody fucking knows about.
Yeah, like, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
I mean,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
And we already got everybody doing this shit.
Okay, so to Wakanda forever.
Shots on guys, so it's a shot. So I told you to be drinking them. So.
Oh, we doing okay. Shit.
You're gonna notice more and more that it's just gonna be me instigating shots. So
yeah,
accurate.
You're welcome.
Prepare for that. Everybody else needs chasing, not me.
Brian's not a bitch.
Yeah. He's not drinking because he doesn't do that. Keep her chasing other objects.
Like sex.
Okay, so since we talked about Avengers briefly, or at least who our favorite characters are, the fan theory, let me finish, sir.
I'm listening.
Oh yeah, she's having the
I
camera.
thought I had to crack my toes.
You had to crack yourself.
I didn't actually do it yet, so sorry.
There it
There
is.
we go.
Oh my god.
I told you I've been working all day. My shit needs to crack.
So, for Avengers Endgame, how do you think they're gonna like bring back the other heroes?
I know. Oh, I totally know.
Alright, you can go ahead. And
Well, fucking Ant-Man already came back. He came back from the quantum realm. If anybody's seen Ant-Man, the massive spoiler ahead.
I want to know how he gets out.
yeah,
That's what I'm.
That's
That's what
the thing is
That's
I
what
think
we need to
he-
know.
I think he fucks with
the time portal shit. 'Cause
The
she said,
regulator.
yeah, she said
She
like,
messed with the
messed with the regulator, but
probably ended up in a time vortex.
that's what I'm saying.
and
Got
that's how
transported back to that time, so
Yeah.
they're gonna go into the quantum realm, try to find one of the time vortexes,
Exactly.
figure out a time when Thanos either didn't have all the stones or doesn't even have
Yep.
like anything,
So
Or
that they can.
so they can
Interesting.
or they're gonna go back to a time where they can recollect all the stones, make a gauntlet of their own, and then use
I think
either
if
Hulk
we're
or
going,
Captain
if we're
Marvel.
going that, I think they might end up just to make it shorter. It might just end up where they're fighting. What is it? Titan? Where they're fighting on Titan?
yeah,
Right
Yeah.
when
And
you
they're
know
all-
Doctor Strange is doing that whole
Mhm.
thing. I think he's gonna show up then.
Yeah, I
and
think-
then they're
yeah.
gonna figure out
I
how to
think-
do something.
I
Like
think
that.
my theory is similar to both, like to everybody's theory is he's probably gonna like bring the other heroes with him. Like he's gonna collect the other heroes well before, like the missing heroes that weren't there before. He's gonna collect them and drop like part of them off on Titan to help out Iron Man and Spider-Man, all of them, and then drop the other half off in Wakanda to help them because they were sorely lacking. Like,
That's true.
and I also think another like big
If Hulk
pivotal-
wasn't being a
yeah.
bitch,
Seriously,
That's what I'm saying.
Hulk could have done mad
But-
damage. In that
but
I get
We
it.
might be getting a fucking Professor Hulk though.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
would be
thing.
Great Hulk?
I
No,
hope
Great
that's what's
Professor
coming.
Very Hulk 18.
Yeah, Professor Hulk is Banner
want that.
and the Hulk like combined into one. He has the
Yeah,
genius of Banner with
yeah.
the fucking strength of Hulk.
But it's too bad because I know they're not going to do it. They won't do Maestro, which is the Hulk, in which he's like super smart, but he was in the future, and he was the villain the entire outside of Ultron. And it was Maestro.
You're talking about that smart one where he's like Hulk 99.9%.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
And then they took like the Avengers' children to like stop him or whatnot.
Mhm.
And if they do that and go that route, more power to them. But I think that more.
Question: Hulk starts with a D, ends in a Isney, is going to allow them to do that.
Well, they just acquired like Fox and all this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like,
Why is Disney gonna ruin everything?
Well, they did.
Disney has the
Because
gauntlet.
they have to hold on to everything people are interested in. They
like all
have
the things
to,
children.
they have to have the monopoly.
They got the Infinity Media.
Yeah, pretty much.
True.
They bought Star Wars. They bought
Yeah.
Marvel.
They
They
bought
bought.
X-Men.
I don't like what they're doing. with
Pirates.
So
Star
pretty
Wars
much,
stuff.
like, pretty soon, like every time you turn on the TV, it's just gonna be Disney. On
Oh
the
my
TV.
God.
I mean, back in the day, wasn't it though? Wasn't like everything Disney?
Well, I think that's because that's how our parents forced us.
Well,
I mean, that's
yeah,
true.
but like at the
Also, the
same
Disney
time,
Channel was also
you'll
shit,
see things not start out as Disney, and like the company is just like bought.
I feel like it's like.
Mickey
I feel
Mouse
like
and
Disney's
South
like
Park.
sitting,
Ridiculous.
yeah, like I feel like Mickey Mouse is just sitting in the background. Like, oh, you making money? I'm gonna buy your
I'm
shit
not-
now.
I'm gonna take it out.
I'm making money.
I'm going to grab a part of
It's
that.
like
yeah.
the Mickey Mouse from South Park.
Right? Facts.
Accurate. I mean,
Like-
kind of unfiltered.
It's like, how dare you touch me like that? That whole episode of the Jonas Brothers was so great.
I like it
Oh
just
my
when
God.
Mickey loses his shit and
Yeah.
turns out like gigantic. I'm a tether, my race knows no bounds. With the fire. This shit's so ridiculous.
So we've
So
done the theory. We all kind of have a similar theory as to what we
Is
think.
Valkyrie alive? Hold on. Before we go any further, she
She's
also.
alive.
Valkyrie's
Alright, so
alive.
she
Yeah.
definitely needs to make a cameo appearance.
From what I
Valkyrie's
hear,
alive.
though, T'Challa's sister is not. She.
I thought she was alive.
I thought she was
Sure.
too, but
Because like, if you
No,
do
sorry,
that, right? Because like,
because if you see the recent trailer, they kind of show her as one of the fallen. They put her in the group as the
Really?
fallen.
because like, to be honest,
I
like
thought her when
when
she was fucking.
when T'Challa died, I was like, all right, dope. That means that Shuri can become Black Panther, and I was actually kind of looking
Because the
forward to
Black
that.
Panther suit is
But
it's like fur and whatnot.
That's rad.
It's like awesome.
I was definitely looking forward to that. But if she's dead,
Like I said, I don't know how they're going to. I do like how they left us with their original Avengers from the very first movie.
I have another thing to talk about. Can we like talk about how Iron Man possibly gets off the ship?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
I
gonna be Captain Marvel.
got two on those.
I'm assuming it's Captain
I
yeah,
Marvel.
it's
got two
gotta
on
be
those.
Captain Marvel.
No, It's either gonna be Captain Marvel or Pepper's alive, and I can't remember what it is, but when she gets her own
Rescue.
suit. It's like a rescue suit.
It's called Rescue.
Yeah, rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she gets a suit. She gets the rescue suit.
I heard
Goes
about
up
that
and
too.
finds Tony. That's what I think happens.
I heard about that. I
I'm
heard that she's
Pretty
fitted
sure
for a
that's
suit.
gonna happen.
You know,
because-
also
The power of boner holds no bounds.
Clearly.
Flying through space.
Or like
Just
I feel
the
like
big
since like Nebula is like she has like a lot of like mechanical parts. What if like Tony like uses those parts to like fix the ship?
Well, that
Look at
she's
that.
fine, because isn't she still out there? Because like
She's
after,
with Tony.
Is she with Tony?
She's with
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Because think about it, if Tony like used parts from her to fix parts of the ship that could get them back to Earth, right? He could just like go back home and just give her like old Iron Man pieces from his suits that he's not obviously not going to use.
He can also
Right.
build another suit.
He's got a
probably
whole
from
plan.
it.
That's for sure.
Good
Like
question,
he definitely.
Because per Iron Man 3, he got rid of 99.9% of his suits.
Yeah, it's just the nanite suit.
So yeah, like he's only got that one suit. So
I think
But like
he's got a whole
still make
plan.
a new one
That is-
because it's not like he doesn't have
Right, it's not like he doesn't have
cash, you know.
blueprints and thought theories. It's like
It's crazy.
I want to go underwater with my suit, so I gotta make that.
He could probably just
How
if
can
he
I
can't
actually
To the
change
Aquaman
it? Like,
Iron
come on.
suit. Or the
He's got
Aqua
it.
Iron suit.
Aqua-
Iron Aquaman suit?
Well, you realize he's on a planet that's been like rid of
The Iron
Iron
population.
Aqua.
He's got a whole
Yeah.
planet that's like a whole civilization that's just sitting there that he could probably work from. You know, Titan is still kind of standing, but not. It still has to get the
It's
technology and
just
shit
junk.
around. It's junk, but Tony Stark is smart.
He made his first suit out of
Junk.
random
Junk.
junk
Yeah.
and a cape.
That's
Mhm.
kind of crazy.
I think that's kind of how he's gonna have to try to get out. But apparently, it's not gonna. You know, it's not gonna work because he's in the ship and it tells you in the
Right.
trailer that he's clearly not going to make it. That's why I assume right when he thinks that Captain Marvel or somebody's gonna show up and help him
I'm
out.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's
It's probably gonna be Captain Marvel.
Probably.
I'm still
But
good.
But I want to see Rescue in it. I really
She's
do
supposed
want
to.
that to happen.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
pretty
this is
sure
gonna
she's in
happen.
it.
But I hear it's gonna be like a couple months or something like that after they've been erased, because they have like
Yeah,
the whole,
they have
like,
the signs
meme,
up that's
yeah.
like "Remember the Fallen" and junk.
They're like they got that sign up and it made it seem like okay, it's been like a couple months or so. I'm thinking it might have been in real time, like once that movie ended, once the second movie starts, that's when they show back up.
Also, do you think if they go back in time that Thanos will remember all of them? Because I saw another trailer where he said like, what was it? It was your failures have brought you back to me or something like that. So if they actually do, you couldn't cope with defeat or something, so your failure brought you back to me or something.
Yeah, he was just like you couldn't handle the fact that you failed, and he was just like, and it brought you right back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that means that no matter what,
Just
all
Thanos-
timelines lead back to that
Back
point.
to
I think
that.
so. I think it's one singular timeline that all other timelines
Thanos-
lead.
Here's another question I want to know. The
That would
people,
be
the people who
really
died
nice.
before he did that,
So
like the Mora.
I mean, there's also the Snap
Yeah.
saying, not saying that they're
Oh my
they're
God,
dead. The
They're
Snap
dead.
people, the Snap. There's a
Yeah.
theory that they're just inside the Soul
Loki.
Stone.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
they got like when he snapped, he
You're
teleported.
right.
them.
He put them inside the Soul Stone.
You're
That's
right.
what a lot of people's theory on that is. Now the people he killed, like Gamora and frickin' Loki, they're dead.
Loki, yeah.
They have to go. They
They're
physically
dead.
have to go back in time. Loki got choked the hell out, and
I want to believe
Gamora-
that he's not.
Gamora got Lion
God,
King.
yeah, she got straight
Yes,
up
she
Lion
did.
King.
She got Lion King.
Like Leonidas Spartan. Get the
There was
fuck
no part number.
Nope.
Remember, you can't fly. Go on.
I want to be the first person. Well, I'm probably not the first person, but I want to go on record that states that Star-Lord. I agree with him. I don't care who says.
Anybody would have an emotional response like
Right,
that.
right. I
Yeah,
agree with him.
exactly.
If you find out that your brand new boo thing just got killed by her adopted father,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to beat that nigga to death.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be all upset. I don't care what goals are.
You can see it in his
I'm
face. Though.
right. Like you
Right?
can see, like he's naturally
He
upset.
was
That
like
hurt.
contemplating whether or not should I fuck this dude up or should I just kind of like let it go so we can get this done.
Right.
Exactly.
Rage, fucking rage.
Exactly.
Yes!
Exactly. Hormone monster for the win.
Right?
So
Oh my God.
since we're on the subject of Marvel and comic books in general, we switch to what everybody is probably more thinking of is DC, because I know Marvel's coming out. We got the movies and stuff.
Screw DC, cough, Marvel is cough, everything Marvel.
Everything Marvel.
DC's got way darker villains.
So
yes.
DC's got the new movies and stuff coming out, like the new Suicide Squad 2. Which
Are they really making another one?
But they're replacing Will
They're
Smith.
replacing Will Smith.
Is it because he did another dumb thing and was like shooting Aladdin?
Yes, that's exactly it. Because he's shooting Genie.
Right, like that's dumb. Because like when it comes to that, like he could have been into that. What was the other movie? The one with the aliens? I forget it. No, not Men in Black. The other one.
Independence Day.
Independence Day. I wish he was in that. But he was shooting for Suicide Squad, and now he's not going to be in Suicide Squad because he's shooting for that shit-ass movie that is Aladdin.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
I mean, we don't know.
Have you seen how he looks at Genie? He looks like a fat
okay, but at the same
he's
time, they were going for a comedian, and at the same time, like, the rest of the cast is very well.
If you watch
Robin Williams is the only Genie.
Thank you.
Accurate,
If you look at the
so
second,
true.
the other trailer for the Aladdin movie, he's not blue all the time. He's black. He's his normal black self in some of the parts.
I mean, I give you that
in the first place.
I give you that, but at the same time,
it's not the skin color. It's weird.
It's kind of weird.
But all right, but listen to it. If you're trying to be true to the actual story itself, Genie is blue.
Yeah.
And I would still give them more respect if he was blue the whole time, because like every time you see Genie, no matter what, he's always blue.
Always blue.
But at the same time, like if you
like leading the parade.
But my biggest problem is when like the first time I saw the trailer for the new Aladdin movie is like it looks like they used someone else's body and then Will Smith's head. Because like if you look like the very first one, like he's talking or whatever, his face is looking one way, but his body's doing like something totally different.
Which is something
it's weird. Which is weird, but like even still, like I mean, I love Will Smith and everything that he's done or whatever, but like I don't know if he was right for that role.
He's not.
Right. Like I just don't like. I don't really feel like he was right for that.
I was really excited when I saw the Aladdin like live commercial, and then I saw Will Smith as Genie, and it was just it's a weird fit.
It's a weird fit, but you got to remember. I don't think Robin Williams would really care. As long as it's a good movie in his eyes, he probably would.
Which is true. Which is like if he was still here. He probably would sign off on it or whatever, but like at the same time, like I don't know if it's because he just recently passed or whatever,
or because he was such an amazing character.
Like he was really good. Like just like Robin Williams for me, like there was a lot of his movies that like growing up I watched, and like if they were to remake those, like for me they would never be the same or whatever. But at the same time, like I understand that Disney's trying to do that whole remake with the live thing, but at the same time I feel like they should stop.
Yeah, like
personally, because like I personally feel like they're attacking my childhood. Like because like a lot of people on the internet would be like, you know, they're remaking all of these Disney movies.
I'm annoyed about that.
Yeah, there's like the Lion King, Lion King.
That great, dude.
I'm kind of excited for the Lion King though.
I don't know. I like a lot of people are like Lion King should not have been live action. It should be standard.
I agree.
But like if you like. A lot of people want Treasure Planet, for instance. Treasure Planet as live action, everyone would go watch that.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Can you imagine how trippy that would be?
It would be the best thing ever.
If you think about it, it'd be like Avatar, but less.
Exactly.
But Avatar, we're not talking about Last Airbender. We will never talk about Last Bender Avatar. We're talking about Blue People.
Only the anime.
Blue People Avatar, everybody.
Blue People Avatar.
I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. I would die. I would die. All right, I'm sorry.
I personally don't think I don't know what M. Night Shyamalan was thinking when he made the Last
M. Night Shyamalan doesn't think.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's good with the whole twist thing.
Oh yeah.
He should never have twisted the Last Airbender. Yeah, that's just how I feel. He should have did it like horrible.
He should have did like how they did in the actual show. They were different ethnicities that were fitting for their culture. Like it's not to be like insensitive towards racial cultures or anything like that, but like he used the wrong races for their elemental. Like he used like Indians for like firebenders, and they were definitely like a feudal Japanese or feudal Japan type style or of people, because you can tell. Look at that, Zuko's like it was more like feudal China, because you can tell like Zuko's like
I'll give you
robes and
China
stuff.
more. I'll give
Yeah.
you China more than Japan.
Yeah, because he had like the robes and everything. Aang was
So
definitely
depends
like a
what color
nomad.
They like actually made them in
He
that.
was definitely like a nomad monk. That was like
He probably would have been Aang probably would have been like a Tibetan monk.
exactly. I think that's what he was based off. You can definitely tell by his attire.
It's more so like
Yeah.
their races. Well, I don't want to say races, but
It was definitely racist
their
work.
powers were more so driven from certain martial arts,
Yeah.
whatever. Because like if you
Like
go
Tai
back,
Chi was Earthbending.
right? Like so, like
That's
I
based
feel
off.
like.
He should have followed the anime.
Right.
He tried to make his own damn thing
And,
and
and
then
then
followed
like
the
he
anime.
changed the
Yeah.
names. Like what the fuck is like
Serious
Like
Ong.
who the fuck is Ong? Like when I was sitting there, I was
You
like,
have
who?
carte blanche to use the actual name.
Right, like I'm pretty sure you got signed off from Nickelodeon. Who the fuck is Ong?
See, they were just trying to be pinky up. They're like, you know what? It's Aang. You know what?
I don't care how fancy you are.
And then after
Pick you up, bitch.
And then apparently, I didn't see the movie because my brother went and saw it before I did. But he told me that Appa had like chicken feet. He had like little
Oh,
chicken
right.
feet.
So now I just think of a giant Appa
What?
with like tiny little feet. Just
They look like actual chicken.
I honestly don't remember that movie because I watched it and then I
erased
wiped it
Yeah.
immediately from my memory.
So
Blacked out.
the story for
completely.
my brother is my friends Kathy and Ariel and him and a couple other friends they go saw it while I was out doing something else and he told me he came back hella early and I'm like
He was like,
back
I
so
walked
early?
out.
And he's like
It was so
yeah
bad.
he walked out
Yeah, I
10
remember.
minutes into the movie. And they're like, "You want our money back."
I watched the entire thing.
He's like as soon as he saw Appa,
Just
he was
like you.
done.
Yeah, just
like,
like,
I could not. Watch that movie.
I watched it because
I
you know like I
dropped
paid
it.
for the money and like I probably could have got my money back,
Yeah.
but I paid my money for it, but I probably could have got my money
I
back.
was with my
But
family.
you should've
You
gotten your
can't
money
just
back.
walk
Right,
out on
right.
your family and be like,
Right.
"This is trash." Bye.
Got their money back.
I was like,
Like,
But like at the same time, like I wanted to watch it to see what would happen, and like as I was sitting there, like every minute was just worse and worse in the last minute before it, and I was like, I probably should leave,
Oh,
but I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. It
And then
didn't
I said,
work at all.
No, see, it's like that movie and the Dragon Ball movie are the movies you never ever.
No.
See,
Don't even bring that up.
It's like Fight Club.
We're
You're
not-
talking about Broly, right? You're talking about Broly that came out like a couple months. Yeah, that movie was great.
Yeah, it
Anything
was great.
prior to no, we ain't talking about that.
We're speaking of okay, so since we're on the subject of anime
Goddamn white.
now, what the fuck?
Right? Like what the fuck was that?
So since we're on the subject of anime now, we can. And you brought up a good movie that I know everybody's probably seen already. Is the new Dragon Ball Broly movie, which is
That was baller as fuck.
it was great, especially the whole hour plus long ass whooping that Frieza received. Like he was.
Why is Frieza always getting his shit stomped?
Because
he's a shit
always
villain.
getting his shit stomped.
He talks cash money shit
And then
every
Yeah.
time he's
Gets
around.
wrecked.
Right.
and can't cash that fucking check at all whatsoever.
but it's,
I mean, dude, at the end of Super, though, him and Goku went pretty fucking hard on the tag team work.
yeah.
They did.
But at the
That was
same
a pretty
time,
hard
like,
tag team work.
because like I just recently watched the whole fucking Tournament of Power, and like he was on some fuckboy shit. He was always like, "All right, I'm gonna let everybody do everything, and I'm gonna sneak around and do some, villainous shit, even though all my friends are supposed to be good."
All right.
Like,
To Frieza's fuckboy shit. I'm just gonna keep naming rounds every time we take a shot.
Every time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah,
salute.
Damn,
why?
baby.
Why was there so much?
Because that's how we do.
The reasons.
So Frieza got his ass cheeks clapped like for a whole hour and plus change.
Always.
Because you know it was plus
Always.
change because they had to learn the dance first. 'Cause
They did.
They had to learn it, so it was more than just an hour. It was just what we saw was a whole hour of ass whooping, but then Frieza got that whole ass
You're
whooping
welcome.
for like the whole hour, and then he showed up. But it was funny because when he showed up, he just kind of like watched a little bit as Frieza was getting his cheeks clapped, and then he's like, "Okay, your turn." Yes,
I don't know
sir.
what that was.
So-
I just
so,
thought it looked cool
when it comes to
I'm
like,
sure he's gonna
I
look
get
back
it
at that
for
later,
like
what the
movie
fuck was
suspense
that?
and shit, but at the same time, like, wasn't Gogeta actually conceived prior to
This
this?
is why I can't.
He should have been, but he wasn't. It was Vegeta.
No, like I get it. Like, so wasn't Gogeta like
He was a GT character. He wasn't. GT is no longer canon. But Super.
GT was never canon.
Exactly.
So, like,
So now
ever.
it's
It's Akira Toriyama, forever a god.
yeah.
Never signed off on that shit.
It was because another company took over when they hit Dragon Ball. But when they made Gogeta and they made him blue, I love the idea of him being like Super Saiyan blue. But what I didn't like when they made Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue is that his time limit was shortened by so goddamn much.
I've never seen that, so I wouldn't.
Did you not see the Goku Black Saga?
No.
The Goku Black Saga showed Vegeta when they used the Patara earrings. He fused together and used the Patara earrings. And that's like 30 minutes. He lasted 10 because the energy of God made it shortened.
I mean, they're already in like fused form when they're Gogeta, so then adding another form on top of that, it makes sense that their time is cut in half.
But it's the way
they did it. So which one's the perfect form? Is it the Patara earrings or the fusion? Okay. So that makes sense.
Well, technically they're both the perfect form. It's just different methods of transforming, of fusing together.
I guess.
It's like everybody thought Piccolo and Tommy fusing together make Come Piccolo or something. Or Piccolo. Or Carmelo.
First off, that man's got 3 people in it. We ain't gonna talk about that.
First of all, we're gonna talk about how SSJ made that fucking song about how Piccolo showed up and he still got lost with an old dude like Tommy in a rap battle he sang on his ass.
Fucking hilarious.
But the movie was really good, and we do the next Tournament of Power. If they do another Tournament of Power, Broly is going to be in everybody's cheeks.
Oh yeah.
If Broly's not on the team, they deserve to lose.
I saw this thing on Instagram. It was literally Goku and Vegeta walking into the next Tournament of Power with Broly.
Yeah.
It was just like these two guys dancing and Broly just
we're gonna win. Obviously, we're gonna win. There's no stopping that monster.
Right? It's literally just they step back and be like, God, everyone's dead in like 10 minutes.
You got Kale and Khalifa, and it still doesn't matter because we got Broly.
All they have to do is, hey, Broly, remember your dad. Step back. Game over.
So you remember your dad? Remember how he died? It was their fault. He just straight lied because he was a dumbass.
What if Universe 6 decided to bring Frost? And it's just
Frost is, they're not going to bring his ass again. Not after that fuckboy shit he pulled.
He's
I know he got erased. He got erased by the Omni King.
He got he did.
They all got erased, but then they bring them all back.
No. The Omni King erased him before he tried to jump back in. He tried to cheat.
He
was like, nope.
Shoot Frieza.
He's like, get him out of here, because Frieza is a scum nigga. Sorry.
I mean, accurate.
He's a scum motherfucker, but I mean.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I just don't want someone to get punched around for an hour.
He's their fucking punching bag. You know what? Take some time up. Send Frieza out. Let us get ass kicked for 30 minutes.
I thought it was funny the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie when they're like, should we go after them? And he's talking about Broly. He was like, no, he's like, it's because you don't want your ass beat again. It's like there won't be a time limit. It's gonna be a whole 24/7 ass whooping happening at all times. You know that's gonna happen. Yeah. Frieza was like, I'm just gonna leave him and do that weird ass laugh. Like, and he doesn't know he's gonna do that and fly away. Because you know he's gonna do it. He does the dumbass laugh.
He does, and then as soon as he does it, he gets his ass whooped every fucking time.
They try to act big as shit when Goku or Vegeta show up.
You know Broly's gonna grab his tail and start using him like one of those bags. Because you know that's how he's gonna do it.
Oh my god, he would too. Like, just step down right here.
Basically.
Like, Frieza's the type of villain that shows up, right, and like tries to big dick the main villain, and then
he's like, black dick, here we go.
Like, dysfunction. He just gets bodied.
Because all the time he gets his body. Hell is that?
And even in a Tournament of Power, he got muffed by Topo.
Topo had power or close to the power of a god. Which is
but at the same time, like, I got that, right? But Gold Frieza, right, is supposed to be equivalent to God Vegeta and Goku, right? So why did he get bodied? Like, I feel like no matter what, like, Frieza will always get bodied. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like, I'm a Vegeta fan. Vegeta may get bodied.
Thank you.
Vegeta may get bodied, but he'll come back stronger. And he's just going on the table. Ain't nobody messing with that.
Like, right over.
I mean, even in the movie, though, for a little bit, like, Vegeta was putting in work.
Vegeta's a monster, dude.
Like, when he just straight, like, when he just straight flexed on him, it was just like, when, like, just straight, yeah.
Oh God, on
Justice.
The reason why I like Vegeta over anybody else is that he can talk a whole bunch of shit and he will step in that ring and fight for his life. Even if he's getting bodied, he
He'll
don't give a
still
shit.
get up.
He's still
Yeah.
gonna throw punches until he's either dead
Hell
or
yeah.
like somebody else steps in.
Oh, like Goku.
That's so true.
Goku ain't shit.
Oh, is he now?
Goku ain't shit.
Oh, okay.
Goku ain't shit. Goku because I love Akira Toriyama. I love Akira Toriyama, right?
Mhm.
But Goku ain't shit because he is his baby.
He's a main character.
Vegeta has fought harder and longer for all of the things that he has had more than Goku.
Yet, who gets their
Who gets-
ass
yeah.
whooped?
Yeah.
I don't care. But he has put in more work than Goku
Oh, has he?
ever.
And-
But
Ever.
So, okay, so
Ever.
It's final debate.
Ever.
All right, it's the final debate is
I'm listening.
who got Ultra Instinct though?
I don't mean he got the next swarm. He got the next swarm of Super Saiyan God. So
And?
try me again.
And
They're basically
Did he
on the
touch
same
him, though?
page. I'm pretty sure he could.
could he though?
I'm pretty sure he could.
Jiren could.
I'm pretty.
Jiren
I'm
barely could touch
pretty.
him. And Vegeta got
right-
his ass beat by Jiren.
And
So,
I'm pretty sure.
fact is Goku is better than Vegeta.
But who actually beat? But who actually beat Jiren
Right, I
though?
mean-
But who actually beat Jiren though?
Android
But who
17.
actually? Exactly.
And that's because he survived.
I don't
the
care.
entire time.
I don't care. But who actually beat Jiren though? Go ahead and say it
Goku-
again.
They beat each other
No,
at the
you
same
just
time.
said it. You just said it.
All right.
I'm waiting for them 2 words.
Android
It starts. Thank you.
Okay, so-
All right. Thank you.
No.
End of discussion.
There's-
End of discussion.
listen to this.
End of discussion.
there's no end of
Until the
discussion.
next
Until you
season
hear my
starts.
words.
I'm sorry. I'm
Like,
sorry.
yeah,
Until,
you do have fucking
until-
landlord.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Until the next
Sorry.
season starts. End of discussion.
All right, so here's this. Android 17 survived that fight.
Mhm.
He didn't win that fight.
I'm pretty sure he's. I mean, that's still a W, right?
It's a W
W is
for Earth.
still a W, right?
It's a Earth. It's a
I
win.
mean, there's a difference between
For Earth
winning and
Survive.
scratching by to
To
not
win.
die.
Exactly. Android 17 hid. Not really hid.
I
He
mean,
was
but
left
at the
there.
same, but at the same time, like if you act like, as far as I remember, because I just recently watched it in Ultra Instincts, he still, whether he was in it or not, was still one-on-one and or got bodied by Jiren.
It's because Jiren is.
He's an unnatural beast.
Yes.
Like, we can all just say it, he's an unnatural beast.
So if you can agree that the Earth
Jiren
7
has
only
the
won.
biggest dick in the universe.
They're like he's unnatural.
See, look,
Like
you can-
testosterone just flows
you
out
can
of
say
his
that,
body.
You can say that Earth 7 only
Doesn't
won
have any-
due to the fact that they had one guy left.
Yeah, technicality.
Yeah, it's a technicality win, but they still only won because the one guy left. And I'm not putting anything past 17 because he has unlimited energy and he actually put in work. But they
He did
only
put in work.
Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren defeat each other. They were both out at the same time. They both got out, but it was 17 who was the last survivor. It's like
I'm
the
still-
Survivor
Just because
Series.
17 had the defense. Like,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my hand on
yeah,
the
fucking
Bible.
defenses.
Say Vegeta's still the best character.
You know, put
I mean, puts
but
in
then
work.
again,
put your hand in the fist real quick.
but like,
Goku's better.
but the thing is, like, even like Jiren told Vegeta, like when he went to go charge at him in that blue evolution state before he got eliminated, he gave him one solid punch, and Jiren blocked it. But he was just like, he complimented him. He was like, "Nice punch. I see why you're able to beat Topo," which was the only other person that was
close.
That was close to Jiren's strength.
Right.
That's why I respect it.
But he,
And, like,
that's why you
right.
respect him. But he even told him
But even-
to his face, "It's not enough to defeat me."
But even
He's
still, like-
you're good, but
Right.
But
Not
even
that
still,
good.
like I feel like if we take Super off the table, I feel like too many people sleep on Vegeta.
I'm not.
And
Are you kidding me?
I feel like too many people sleep on him. Way too many people sleep on him.
Dude,
Like,
are you serious? There's
I
more.
agree with that.
I'll admit this. There are more Vegeta fans than are Goku. There is no way in hell.
I feel like there's more Goku fans.
no, dude.
No.
I'm a Vegeta fan.
Robert
I
Rousey
might-
is a Vegeta fan.
There's tons of.
That's
Vegeta
why I
fans.
respect the female.
Yes.
Besides her,
Michael B. Jordan was a Vegeta fan.
exactly, because he made that outfit for Black Panther.
Yeah.
That's why I respect that man.
So your favorite's Vegeta. My actual favorite is Trunks, though.
My actual favorite
That's
is
because he's a
Vegeta.
spawn.
And
Like
he's got a sword. He's the only motherfucker that uses a goddamn sword.
True.
Like Trunks is good, but I think out of everybody in Dragon Ball Z, I feel like Vegeta.
Vegeta puts in
Works
the most
for it
work
more.
for
Yeah,
what
like,
he earns.
like, see, like I
He's so
I love
determined.
Goku, right? But I love Vegeta's attitude about just
He's
being
in it.
true to oneself. Like his pride is his strength.
You're right.
It's, like
Like, you're not going to disrespect
he,
him.
yeah, like yeah, you're just not gonna like just come up in his face
I will
and
admit
be
this.
like and just be
Goku,
like, yeah, like I'm better than you. Like, nah, it's just like you really have to like
I'll admit this, that Goku put their whole universe in jeopardy by suggesting this one.
Yeah.
It's true.
But that's because Goku didn't expect the whole universe to be
Well, Goku doesn't
stronger
think.
than what they were.
That's the thing,
he doesn't think.
It's not that he didn't expect the whole universe, every universe to be in jeopardy or like be on like the line. He wasn't expecting. He was thinking, oh, there's strong people from different universes. Let me fight them. And then they were like, oh yeah, let's just make this an elimination match where whoever loses is out of here. If it wasn't for 17, everybody would have died because apparently it wouldn't have mattered who won. If someone didn't say to bring back the universe as their wish, everybody was going to
That is true.
True.
So
I'm still.
I think Goku's always
I'm
looking
still
for
gonna
just
say
a
that
fight.
Vegeta was
Vegeta,
right.
you saw him when Beerus first came down. He knew what was going on. He planned shit out.
I still say that Vegeta's the best because he went blow for blow with Beerus, and Goku got his ass beat.
That's true.
That was
He went blow for blow in
it
just Super Saiyan.
It was so good.
I think the reason why
It was so
Vegeta was able to make able to formulate and pretty decent
It was
plan
rage.
against Beerus. Well, it was not just rage. It was the fact that he knew who Beerus was.
Mhm.
Goku didn't fully understand the weight of who Beerus is.
Yeah.
A God of Destruction. He was like, "It's the God of Destruction. Is that means he's strong?" That's because Goku is an idiot.
No, he is an idiot.
I will admit he's got.
Yes,
As a
he
Goku
is.
fan,
He really is.
he's an
I will
idiot.
admit he's got the downs.
But he can fight.
Yeah.
But he can fight.
He's in.
I will give Goku that. He is a fucking retard.
What
but
I
he
want
can
to know
fight.
is how is like Mystic Gohan now supposedly as strong as Super Saiyan Blue?
I fucking
Yeah, we're
hate
gonna
Gohan. Gohan can go suck
talk
a
about
dick.
that real quick. Why is Gohan such a bitch?
He got bodied by
like-
Hercule, by
Yeah,
the
you
way.
wanna know why
he gets bodied by everyone.
He got bodied by
like
Hercule.
it was like Cell Saga was his peak, and then he's just downhill from there.
Well, you guys who's no problem that was, or whose fault it was? Chi-Chi. She made him a bitch.
Nah, but, I mean, but like either way, right?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
But like the thing about it, right?
He's
Cell
always
Saga, he was still book smart, right? And I understand that Chi-Chi didn't want the same life that
If you think about it,
Goku had for Gohan. I get that. As a parent,
Right.
I wouldn't want that. Like my son to only be thinking about fighting 99% of the time, especially when we live in a society where that's not the pinnacle of life.
But
I
Gohan
get that.
during
Right.
Cell-
But at the same time, if my father is Goku,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be bodying people whoever shows up trying to disrespect Earth. Like I'm not gonna show up. I'm not
Quiet down just a
I'm not-
second.
loud and black.
I'm not gonna show up to when Frieza shows up, right? And get smacked and then basically die.
See, I think
Like I'm not like
Well,
Frieza's return's not gonna kill me.
I think the reason why he even beat Cell is the whole year in the hyperbolic time chamber he had with Goku.
Everyone had the same treatment.
Yes, I know, but like
Yeah, but he had unlocked potential he needed to get out.
Yeah, because remember, he's the first person to go Super Saiyan 2. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have won.
Which
And
is
it's
true
because
because he did
and
show everybody
If
that
he,
there
if he,
is
he
potential.
stayed the same training that Goku had, like just training outside of that chamber while Chi-Chi was still around,
He got his ass
he would have
whooped.
gotten his ass whooped.
Quick.
Because Chi-Chi would have made him study, thinking that the world would have survived.
I don't know, because like if you think about it, right, back when it comes down to it, because it was Android, I can't remember his name, the one with the red hair,
16.
16, he dies, right? And because he had such a close connection with them, because like most people, right, if you have a close
It's
connection,
also the fact that he had a family and shit, too.
right, like if you have a close connection with someone, you're gonna fight until your bitter end for that person. So like I feel like Chi-Chi or not, I feel like he would have found, like Chi-Chi or not, or hyperbolic time chamber or not, he would have found that extra bump
No, see,
and pushed forward through that. Because like if you think about it, like right, if you had a brother or sister and Cell came and killed your brother or sister, you're gonna fight tooth or nail
are you sure about that?
to kill that person. Like most people's gonna fight tooth or nail
Or
to
you're
kill
gonna go,
him.
through Cell Siphon, and you did.
See, okay, so I understand what you're getting at, but like think about that like this: without the training that Goku had with him in the hyperbolic time chamber, would he even be close to that level to hit Super Saiyan 2?
I still think he was
Because it was only like a week that they had.
yeah, but at the same time,
He
right?
was
If
still
you,
trying to get him to turn Super Saiyan.
right, but even still,
It's
right?
also the fact that they kept in Super Saiyan form the entire time they were in the hyperbolic time chamber to increase their power,
For a
one.
whole year.
Also, so that, it was a week, a whole year in there, staying in Super Saiyan for an entire year, you're going to bump your power up at least like 200-300.
through that range
Which
of seeing
makes sense, but at the same
69.
time, right? If you take out Super Saiyan entirely, Radix himself recognize the power that Gohan
I
had.
can't believe you're bringing up Raditz. Raditz is a bitch.
He was,
Raditz
but at the same
is a
time,
bitch.
Raditz was still strong enough for Vegeta and Nappa for them to recognize his power.
Yeah, but
So, I mean, at the same time,
I'm equal to
Raditz's
5
uncle.
Raditz.
See,
I'm equal to 10 Raditz.
See,
These little cedar
Again, I
men,
see what
they're
you
equal
mean.
to 1 Raditz.
I see what you mean, but like, again, without the whole year of training that they had in the time chamber, and then seeing his friend die, he would not. If he didn't have that, he would not hit Super Saiyan 2. Because
I feel like
training.
I feel like if they took the training out, he would have still hit it. Nobody would have known what it was at that point in time, and then he would have still won.
No,
That's
he
how
wouldn't
I
have hit
feel.
it. He would have got hit.
Yeah.
See what? Like I think the thing is, he would have hit with the form that not Freeze, that Trunks and Vegeta had, the muscular form. He would have hit at least that.
But no, they
Without the training of the whole year.
Yeah,
because they had the power with no speed.
Because in the training room, they still had they had the bulked up form.
Because they
Yeah,
already
they had
built
power
Super Saiyan, so
speed.
like their thing was, let's see how much power we can add to Super Saiyan. While Goku's thing was, let's see how strong.
No, but he was still smart. Like I feel like he was still smart. He would have bulked up, and then he would have realized that he was still too slow, and then he would have figured out something. Because like
it would have been Super Saiyan 2 then. It would
It would
still-
just be Super Saiyan 1 buffed up.
It was yeah, but like I feel like in the fight, right? If you think about it, right? Because like if he had Super Saiyan 1, if we're not talking about the hyperbolic time chamber, right? We went through that whole storyline. Gohan would have been the first to hit the buff form, and then he would have been smart enough to realize that I got it. He would have been smart enough to realize that the buff form wasn't fast enough to keep up, and then he would have been able to got Super Saiyan enhanced, not Super Saiyan 2,
No.
where he would have been able to
still
break that down.
No,
to still
he wanted, and there's another thing that I just remember in the final actual like ending of Cell and Gohan when he's one arm bloody, one arm down right here. He's in Super Saiyan 2 going into Super Saiyan 1. If he just buffed up Super Saiyan 1, he would have gone down, lost all of his power, and gone back to his normal form, and then just shot a Kai Blast and would have gotten eradicated. Goku knew that he needed a higher level above Super Saiyan. That's why
Which
he
is
did
why it
it.
was smart.
Not because he wants to buff up Super Saiyan and get like overpowered. He knew he needed to be a level above in case his power went down and he was in something like that.
but he understands
Right.
combat.
Agree?
Right.
Do you agree?
I'll give you that, but at the same time, Goku, like, if you take that all out, well, I don't know. I feel like even still then, like, even still, before they walked into the hyperbolic time chamber, Goku knew that Gohan was their savior. So I feel like no matter what, like, Goku would have known that Gohan was going to be the one to defeat Cell. No matter what.
Oh, he knew because of the hidden potential. All I'm saying is
like,
he knew that he needed to get a level above Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he needed.
In case he dropped down in power, like
That's
in the
why.
final
That's why
blast.
in the middle of his fight with Cell, he was like, "Okay, I lose."
Yep.
It just took a seat back
Nope.
because he knew Gohan could do it.
I feel like without Super
He just
Saiyan,
fought Cell just for the fun of it.
I feel like without two, like, I don't know. I feel like no matter what, Goku would have still known that Gohan, without two at all, Goku would have known Gohan was going to be their savior. And I feel like that fight would have been drug out like the Frieza fight. And then at the end, they would have introduced Super Saiyan 2, but it would have been like a month-long process. So, like, I feel like no matter what, we would have got Super Saiyan 2, and Gohan would have been the one to introduce that to everybody.
No.
Sitting there, we're waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting on.
All right.
All right, shots number whatever.
This would be 3.
Dude, Gohan in the hyperbolic time chamber.
There you go.
Trying to defend Gohan here.
When he was actually fucking cool.
Yeah.
It had either been Gohan or Trunks.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It'd have been one of them two.
So, like, just if you can put in the comments or whatever, if you think what he says makes more sense than what the rest of us do.
I think I'm right.
I'll stand by myself.
He will stand by himself in the corner in the dark.
With my Super Saiyan 2, I don't give a shit.
It wouldn't be Super Saiyan 2.
It'd be Super Saiyan Enhanced or Beyond or whatever it is that Vegeta said.
The Super Saiyan.
That one.
Super duper.
Super
The Super Saiyan number 2.
So, okay,
Oh my
so
God.
we talked about Dragon Ball. We've gone enough with Dragon Ball. Let's talk about. You haven't even started yet, and we've been trying to get you to start for months now. My Hero Academia.
I know.
It's just
He's good. He's catching
I
up.
want to watch it too.
I need
He's
to.
I
catching-
want to watch it.
He's catching up. Where are
We
you
have
at?
so
Which,
many.
by the way,
I'm right after
He
the
owns
turtle.
Jump Force, and he uses those moves in Jump Force, and I fucking hate him for it because it's a prick.
No,
That's funny.
what I hate is when he uses Asta from Black Clover, because that move can really
I
touch
still
your
haven't
power.
watched that
And it's
yet.
awesome.
I still haven't watched
Black Clover is
Clover.
kind of good. It's not kind of good. It's actually
Black Clover's pretty decent.
So if somebody in the comments wants to give me their information so I can log on to Crunchyroll or
I
something,
will give you information.
yeah.
Dude, Anime Freak.
Yeah. Or Go Anime.
Yeah.
Anime Freak
Oh,
has all the free animes that you can ever watch.
Go Anime too has all the stuff that just came out too.
Yeah, it's free online. You can get subbed and
I'm getting bombarded with information that I didn't know existed.
Take the anime doll.
He's getting bombarded with information he is not going to remember.
Apparently.
Screw you.
And Anime Freak is where I used to watch all my old anime back in the day. You
I've
can
heard
watch
of it.
anything.
I think I've heard
And
of
now, if
Anime
you
Freak, but I've
didn't
never
know
used
where to
it.
find that,
It's literally
you
like
can now find
you'll
If you
start a
don't
video,
know, now you know.
skip the ad.
If you
Here we
don't
go.
know, now you know.
Edwards.
So,
Rest in peace, Biggie.
Hey.
may your murder be solved.
Maybe Biggie and
Facts.
Tupac's murders be solved. We all know it was
Seriously.
Suge Knight. Let's get over it. We all know it was Suge Knight.
Come
End of
on.
conversation.
Just step forward.
Facts.
So, like I said, My Hero Academia, and I know you've just started. Well, no, you kind of just started, but you've been binging it, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm like the end of. Well, the last thing I saw was. What's his name? The Hero Killer?
Sting.
Yeah, that one. Hero Killer. I just watched him get captured.
Oh,
It's
so
got the good karma on it.
you watched right when like they kicked and punched the crap.
Oh,
out
they
of him.
bodied the shit out of him.
Like that
He
was.
stepped into that dark alleyway not expecting to get raped.
He
But
was in the dark alleyway to do some shit while they came up and did some shit. Like when Midoriya shows up,
Weird shit.
like when
I know.
Midoriya shows up,
He's
green
gonna have to
lightning
cut us
bouncing off the walls.
Oh
Like
my
when he shows up with green lightning bouncing off the walls, that's when you know it's good. Cause like that's definitely hero-like. Cause I'm telling you, you will really love that show. You will talk about it as much as I do.
Oh, I bet it would.
Like just watching the first 5 episodes will get you into it. Like not even just the first 5. The first episode will get you into it because it's super intense. And
True.
as a fan of Vegeta, Todoroki's probably
We're
like,
back.
the closest.
or
To be honest.
Bakugo is like.
Bakugo is good, but I feel like Todoroki is more Vegeta than Bakugo is.
Well, it's 'cause he's like,
Todoroki sounds like a Japanese candy.
But like,
Enjoy your
it's funny
Todoroki.
because he has red and white hair, so he could be a candy cane. So,
So he's like a candy cane Japanese Twizzler. I'm down for
and
it.
it's funny because
There we
he
go.
does have fire and ice powers, which is cool as hell. But he's just now starting to learn how to use his fire power more because he refused to use his dad's side because his dad is a dick. He's massive.
I
shit.
mean, fair.
But I mean, you can.
This man
you
bought
can
a
control fire
family
and
just
ice.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Freeze,
same
unfreeze,
though,
freeze,
like,
unfreeze.
My dad
Like,
was a dick.
his-
Like, I'm not going to represent him at all. Like
Like his dad
bye.
was such a dick that he refused to use his fire powers because his dad was just he said his dad bought his mom's side of the family just so he can breed and make a stronger version.
oh
of
god, I want fuck you money where I could do that. I'm not gonna buy someone's family like that, but I just want fuck you money where I could possibly do that.
become the number 2 hero.
That's like I don't remember which Fast and the Furious movie it was. I want to say it was number 5.
They're
where-
so goddamn many.
We're like
Yeah,
Fast and Furious, he was
like,
another
like,
one.
with it, like it was.
Oh,
like,
Ludacris,
even
yeah.
I think it was
keeping track
5.
of.
Where like
No,
where they
that's
robbed the
6.
money or
Because they showed up and he was like, "You don't have enough money for that." And he was like, "Okay," and they bought the entire lot of cars.
Yeah, right. But then he was just like, I think it was like after they robbed the bank, he's like, man, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that equates to a lot of vaginal activity. like, bro, all
So-
that money.
In My Hero Academia, we had this conversation in here, maybe a week or 2 ago. We were talking about who our favorite characters were, and I know it's just maybe 3 of us. So the 3 of us would know because they haven't even started, which is unacceptable in my eyes. But
We have other shows that we're finishing up on.
Just
Like,
let me finish.
well,
Let
we're
them
getting
catch-
around to it.
I'm-
Okay.
I am fresh out of the military. I'm still
Sorry.
catching up myself. I just happened to watch it because it was
Sorry.
there.
So who did you say your favorite character was?
I never really had a fit. Like, I'm still trying to work it out, but right? If I had to, gun to my head pick, it'd probably be closer to Todoroki.
Yeah.
Because, I respect his backstory. Like, it's a lot. Like, I don't know too much about Bakugo. Like, everybody knows about Midoriya, but,
Bakugo kept getting praised, so he thought thinks he's above everybody.
Shit, and
he's not shit because he won the whole goddamn tournament.
It's not even that. Like it kind of feels like ever since his power, like he figured out what his powers were. Like he just immediately Like he just immediately thought that he was the shit.
Yeah,
and like I
technically is, but if he didn't have rivals,
I don't know. Like I feel like anybody could body him. Like I think Midoriya could body him.
I mean, think about it though. Todoroki could have folded him, but he still acknowledged Bakugo because he said
he acknowledged him, but at the same time, I feel like Todoroki didn't body him because he had internal conflict. He didn't know what to do after his fight with Midoriya. So like, I feel like if he didn't have that fight prior, he would have bodied the shit out of Bakugo, and there would have been no contest.
No, because Bakugo he didn't try the entire fight. You think about it, you wanted to try, but Todoroki wasn't giving him that time.
I mean, if you say that he didn't try, but Todoroki himself didn't try,
neither
because like they weren't there.
They weren't like because Bakugo couldn't get all what he wanted out of Todoroki because he wanted to go in an all-out fight with him, but because Todoroki wouldn't use his fire side, he just knocked him out of the ring, and he was like.
So his dad started the fire side.
No, it's not his dad.
Yeah, his dad's
side is the fire side,
and his mother has ice abilities, so he's like half and half.
And he refused in the beginning.
So he's just cold. He doesn't want to use his dad's side,
basically.
Yeah, he refused to use his dad's side because his dad
exactly.
Like when you watch that show, you understand why I would like everybody understands why he wouldn't use the fire side. His dad is a dick. That's understanding what we're talking about. His dad is what we're saying.
Like when you have enough fuck you money to buy someone's family. And then fuck their daughter just to have kids. That's the only reason why he bought their family just so he can marry his daughter.
So that he can have a family stronger than All Might. And All Might is the greatest hero of the universe. That's fine. He literally did that for that. So you've seen the Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know how Zuko has a scar on his face, right?
Yeah.
Same scar basically.
Todoroki has the same scar but he got it from his mom because his dad was such an abusive dick that she kept saying his dad and his son. So she burned his face.
Yeah.
With the boiling water because she broke mentally. So his face is scarred from the burn because his mom broke.
I feel like their how do you say it, conclusion or whatever, like that whole thing when he goes to see her, and like I feel like that was kind of like I feel like there should have been more to it.
I would have been still mad.
Right, like not Todoroki because I could understand because my husband's bought my family just so I can have sex with him, so I can create children. But at the same time, I can see where she was coming from, but at the same time, I feel like there should have been a longer storyline.
Yeah, it's too much to get into because again, like you said, his dad Endeavor, the number 2 hero, which you couldn't say no to because he's the number 2 hero, and in Japan, it's like a high honor. Was such a dick. And an asshole, an abusive bastard to his mother. If she was trying to divorce him, she would be like disowned her own family.
I don't know if they do it, but they should do a storyline where they show how they become number 1 and number 2. Because I'm not really seeing how. He's
been number 2 because of the amount of crimes he solves. All Might is number 1 because of the types of crimes he ends and solves. Because All Might saves millions. But he's not fighting the same amount. Like in numbers wise, Endeavor has the most wins in their like crime solving column. But when it comes to All Might, he has the more important wins. That's why he's number 1. Endeavor's number 2. But the gap between them is like this. It's super massive. It's like and remember they say this in the book. This is All Might, this is Endeavor, and this is the rest of like gangs and
everybody else.
It's everybody else.
Nobody else counts.
So once like. In the series, and I know it's going to be spoiling to you too, but you probably won't remember.
Probably not.
All Might retires. All Might retires after a certain point in the series. So Endeavor becomes number 1, and then everybody else is then. So it's like an actual normal, like instead of All Might being so far over here, it's like Endeavor as number 1, and then everybody else comes up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty pulling the fucking cork out of that.
Nice,
isn't it?
right?
Like just the sound it makes. It's like you're pulling a potion out.
So fancy.
So
only Piggy's up in this household, sir.
So to page 390.
Hey, fool.
So
rest in peace, that guy. I can't remember his name. I feel bad for saying that, but.
Oh my god! It really.
No, the actual actor's name. I can't. Not Snape. His
Dumbledore.
So. We know you don't really have a favorite yet. You're probably like what's his name? The dude who can go through walls. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, spoilers.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's not really a spoiler if I tell you what the quirk is. You don't know who the person
Spoilers.
is.
Shut up.
But his favorite character will probably be him. Who's your favorite character?
I like Bakugo only because to me
Alan
like
Rickman.
to me personally like
Hello,
Bakugo is
Alan.
like Vegeta with flames.
This is Alan.
Like,
I can see that.
Either
I
like
see
his
that.
attitude is
Yeah.
very like early
prideful.
Vegeta.
It's prideful.
Yeah, he's very.
I feel like Todoroki and Bakugo would be Vegeta together.
Yeah.
Cause like,
obviously the Bakugo is the
Vegeta's sudden
one.
We're just going back to Vegeta. That's just the tone of the night.
I was about to
Vegeta's
say
a
we're
god.
right,
It's the tone
we're
of the
right
night.
back
Vegeta's
at
a god.
Everyone to Vegeta.
Hello.
Says himself.
says because
Hold on,
Vegeta is actually a god.
something for you. Wait, I have something
But
for
I
you.
mean, like
Also-
Bakugo though, like I feel like he's gonna be the person. Like the other reason why I kind of say he's also like the Vegeta is I feel like he's gonna be the one to have the most like personal
on it.
character development. Like when it comes to like personality wise
I know.
and like how these like teenagers grow from just like these ignorant kids with powers and learning the responsibility that they have with these powers as to how they're going to impact the world. I feel like Bakugo is going to stand out as to who grew up the
Definitely.
most. Like who went from going from like, you know, hypothetically, who went from going from being praised and told they were the best, who learned to actually be humble and be like, you know what, maybe I'm not the best, so let me work even harder
Right.
to prove why I'm being told.
I can
I'm
respect
the best.
I can see
I think
that.
Like,
that's
I think that would be the most mature way to develop someone like
Like, you haven't even
Bakugo.
gotten to that part where they have their second fight, Midori and Bakugo. And you get
I
to
guess-
that part.
I can see that. Like, I can see that there's a lot to be seen from Bakugo. Like right now, he's just an arrogant preteen. I'm gonna say preteen because like I feel like all of them are just preteens. I feel like he's just an arrogant preteen who just assumes that he's the best in class, best in show, everything.
You think
But
about
I feel like towards like when they get to their senior year, yeah, I would say like to their senior year, like he's gonna be like, all right, I can respect everybody that's in my class, and I know where I stand, and I feel like you know, like
I
right.
respect them.
right. Even though if I'm above them and I know my power is greater than them, I can respect everybody beneath me, and we're all equals. Like I can see what you're saying and everything, but like
See, with
right now I just don't
right,
respect him
like
as a
in the
person.
beginning to at least where you're at, Bakugo is like Endeavor.
Yeah, he's very much
He's
like
very much like
Endeavor.
Endeavor
Very
the
much
way it
so.
comes when it comes to like how Endeavor is to All Might, while
He's
Bakugo
like-
is to Midoriya.
Right, like I feel like Endeavor and Bakugo are like, my power is great, no one is better than me, everyone should just respect me, I am God. And like I feel like Bakugo, where Endeavor fails, will see where, you know, he can improve and mature compared to Endeavor. Like I just feel like Endeavor himself is just like
He's almost lost cause, but
yeah, most definitely.
when they actually further the book, it gets different. Like you would think, like you get to like you know how people say you get to a certain age, you're set in your ways, you will never change.
Mm.
But in the book, he actually starts to change to be a better person. So
I feel like in the anime where I've seen, because like right now, like I've seen where like you know his Todoroki is like come to his how you say his business or whatever, and like I feel like he like I can see in a part like from the brief that I've seen of him, I feel like I can see where he's gonna change and become better.
it's like
And I'm hoping that he becomes better.
because like it's like Midoriya said. Like the reason why Todoroki wouldn't use the fire side because he thought it was his dad's.
Right.
But then he's like, it's your own power.
Oh,
you do it
That's
yourself.
what I was looking for.
Let's
Put it in the screen.
Hands.
But show it
like-
on.
respect. Like that's it. Like that's all you need. Vegeta's God.
Vegeta's
Like,
gym.
Vegeta.
Power
Vegeta's
from
gym. Like
Power
I
from-
would go to that gym. I would pay endless amounts
Check
of
out what it
money.
says in the back.
It's
Power
the
from
exact
pain.
same.
Oh,
Turn it over.
Turn it over.
It's the
turn it around.
same thing. It's the same
No,
on
it's
the
different.
top.
On the back.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. See?
it's just without
Vegeta.
his face.
See?
It's,
It's the symbol.
oh my
You
goodness.
see what I have to do with
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. No, you see what I have to do with.
So everyone, I think we can agree. Shots to that sweatshirt.
There we go.
Are you sure about
Shots to
that?
Vegeta's gym.
Yes, I'm damn
I'm
sure.
doing shots, dudes, because I need the drink.
Shots to Vegeta's gym.
Power from
End
pain.
of conversation.
I say shots to
All
because
hail Prince Vegeta.
Facts. Do you mean me, my father, or the planet?
It only took me tearing up my room to find that, but it was worth it. Totally worth it.
So when Alex returns, we will talk about any
I've returned, bitches.
returns. We'll talk about anything anything new when it comes to movies that you're excited for, or shows you're excited for, or anything currently that you're excited for. Because
Borderlands 3.
Yes.
Facts. Borderlands.
Oh my God, yes.
Everybody and their mama's been waiting for years for that game.
For some reason, he doesn't admit it, but I'm the one who got into Borderlands because I want to borrow my Borderlands.
Was it you?
Yes,
bro?
it was.
I mean, I'll give props where it's due. Because of you loaned it to me. I'm into that series and looter shooters in general.
Yeah.
I'm
wonderful Borderlands.
excited.
He probably never played
Zero is the man. Borderlands 2.
It's all about Krieg.
See,
Krieg is a god.
Krieg was a DLC character, so he don't know.
Krieg was the Berserker dude, right?
Yes.
I like him.
Got just extremely big for no reason.
See, here's the thing. He likes Zero because Zero has a Batman themed costume.
Zero's also the best. Just move on.
And Zero had an awesome ability to
I do.
disappear on you, or is it holograms? I think he had a hologram.
The holograms and disappears.
You get the hologram decoy,
Yeah, he was going invisible.
but then he could go invisible for
Once
a
he
little
hit
bit.
the hologram. And are you excited for Borderlands 2? I know you
Of
are.
course. This is the first. Right now, I'll put my hand on the Bible. This is probably the first time I play as a Siren.
Hello?
Hands down.
Siren does look good.
She
We
does
have a
look
nicotine addiction, so we'll be right back.
After these
Hello?
messages that we won't show.
Hey!
Borderlands 3 for the win.
So, Borderlands 3, you said you're going to Siren?
I might play as her. This is the
Siren's
first.
fun, but it's way better to play as.
Have you seen Amara?
Have you seen the new
Have you seen Amara?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Bro, you need to see
I
Amara.
wish I won.
She's dope as to be honest,
We have two
I've
left.
never Lilith was good, but I never played her. I forget the other one. I forget what the second Siren name was, but I didn't play as her. Angel was good. I would like to play as her as a character. Angel was what's his name? Handsome Jack's daughter.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah,
I remember because
but-
she was like a hologram-esque thing.
Yeah, but she was real. She was real. She had powers. But Angel was good. I didn't really I probably wouldn't have played her either way. But Amara right now, the way everything is looking, I'm probably gonna main Amara. If not Amara, what's his name?
Wait, Amara is actually playable in 3?
Huh? Yeah,
I
Amara's the new Siren.
I thought she was playable in 2.
No, Amara's the new
Who am I
Siren.
thinking of? That was. Oh, I'm thinking of.
I don't remember
What's
her
that
name.
little girl?
Tiny Tina?
Tiny Tina. Was she
Yeah,
playable?
she's a reoccurring character.
I remember. Was she playable though?
No,
Who was the other girl that was playable?
the
'Cause I remember you-
Siren. The only
No,
other
no.
female was a Siren. I don't know.
Because there was outside of I know there's a DLC feature. Wasn't it Mad Moxie? Not Mad Moxie. It wasn't
Moxie was a character.
So was she playable though?
No.
There was a female character that the two you and Aaron were so obsessed with, and what Aaron I think ended up playing as her. Because you played as Aaron played as Creed, and I think you played as her.
No, I played Creed. I definitely played Creed because just turning into a massive psycho that beat shit to death was my jam.
Yeah. About 28 minutes before we cut the stream or video, because anything longer than that will take forever in a day to download.
Screw it, right?
Yeah, no. That's what I said last time.
But right now, to be honest, because out of all the characters, I forget what I think his name is Flack. Flack is the new Beastmaster. He controls, from what everybody's anticipating, he controls monsters, which would be like a skag, the spider. I forget the spider names are, but basically he controls monsters as his side characters. So it'd be between Flack or Amara, but I'm leaning more towards Amara right now because she's just awesome. That's how I feel about her.
So is Handsome Jack still a character?
No, Handsome Jack.
He died.
He dies in 2. In the pre-sequel, you can play as him.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's
He
dead
plays him
now.
in Claptrap.
Yeah, Claptrap. Claptrap's a god. I'm so glad he's in this. I'm so glad he's in this new one.
Claptrap's only a god in the pre-sequel because he didn't die.
He's a god, period.
No. See,
He's a god, period. That's why he's in all 4 of them so far.
Because he's the mascot.
But he's a god.
No, see, Claptrap was great because in the pre-sequel he could not, lose oxygen
on space. Yeah, which makes sense because he's a robot.
That was
but at the same time, he's still a god.
That was the worst part of the pre-sequel was trying not. It was had to watch your O2 levels because like if you're human,
Claptrap.
He was always Claptrap, and I think it was Captain.
I think you were the soldier.
I was Hamster Jack. Because Aaron was like some other character.
He was either the soldier. It was either you were the soldier or he was the soldier, and one of you two were Hamster Jack. It was
like I was upset the fact that he could just survive because he would leave us out there. I didn't have those problems, bro. I didn't have to breathe oxygen, bro. Like it was just terrible. Like I'm telling you, he would leave. He would let you die in the game, real life, whatever. It don't matter.
That's disrespectful. I would come and medic you.
He would medic a gunshot wound for a person suffocating of oxygen without oxygen.
Chest wound. I know how to fix those.
Sure you do.
Yes. It's called plastic.
Plastic. There's what's the other game from that everybody's? Oh, he's been playing Anthem.
Anthem and Division.
And Division 2.
And
I have Division 2 for the PS4. He's there for the Xbox.
Whoa, PC.
Oh, sorry.
Don't disrespect me with that Xbox bullshit.
I forgot. Oh, sorry.
Xbox.
I was thinking Xbox over there behind behind the camera. And it was like, yeah, because I saw the Xbox games over there, and I thought it was Xbox. But yeah, no, he's got it for the PC. I need him to please, in the comments, force him to get it for PS4 so I can get some help in Division 2.
Go ahead and buy it for PC.
No.
Join the PC Master Race.
I tried. But like I'm never on my PC outside of like working. So like I don't want to be on my laptop too much or ever.
Try it.
I kind of want some more shots, but they are not inside.
They are not at the moment.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there's one. There's 2.
The 2 people, the other ones that have been drinking with us the entire time. He is probably like still sober because military drinking.
Speaking of drinking,
Alex.
can we drink more?
Shots? Yeah, fuck it.
That's what I was waiting on.
More shots? 'Cause
3 of those cups are empty.
that's unacceptable.
All of them are empty.
Hello.
Oh, I thought this one had.
No, that's yours. You would not know your own shot.
I thought it looks like there's drink in it because it's fucking shiny on the inside.
That one,
Yeah.
I mean, Raphael is kind of misleading.
He is.
Facts. Everyone's shiny on the inside if you're
It's funny you
brave enough.
It's great that you give Raphael. I believe that's his. No, your favorite's Donatello. Weirdo.
Donnie is dope. Michael
Donnie
is
is
dope. Raph is
awesome.
dope.
Like Donnie is awesome.
I knew I fucking liked
Hell
you.
yeah.
Donnie is
Yeah.
It's Michelangelo all day, every day.
Michelangelo is awesome.
Mikey is dope, but I don't know, like
Donatello is the gear and gadgets for all of the fucking turtles.
like without Donnie, there is no Mikey.
There
Like he
Dog, you're at about an 8. I need you to take it to about a 6.
on God, without Donnie, Mikey would not have his fucking nunchucks. I feel.
Actually, no, Master Splinter would have made him some.
No.
But think about it. Donatello
Master-
uses a staff.
Master Splinter would have
Use a
gave
shit
him.
stick.
No, listen. Master Splinter would have doled out
Shit
all the
stick.
fucking armory to all of them turtles. Mikey would have lost his shit, but because of Donnie would either A, keep track of it, or B, make him another one.
See, everybody seems to think that Michelangelo, yeah, he's the party animal, and he's kind of the.
And I respect him because
But
he's
Michelangelo-
eating pizza and drinking with the rest of
But
us.
here's the thing, Michelangelo actually likes being a ninja, so even if he lost his nunchucks, he would have figured out how to make new ones. Like, I don't know why
I mean,
everybody seems to
nunchucks
think-
aren't exactly hard to make. It's 2 sticks and a chain.
Exactly. That's the thing.
But he's also doesn't know what 2 + 2 equals.
Bro,
Oh.
He knows how much
you can't be a ninja.
He knows how much a
He knows
pizza
how
is.
much each
He
is.
was like, I know it's $20, but I don't know what 2 + 2 equals.
Accurate.
See, y'all disrespectful.
That's why you gotta go with the smart turtle, man.
Like Leonardo.
I mean,
No, speaking of the new Ninja Turtles, God, my God.
You're talking about like the new.
The new one with Raphael's the leader.
to Brian fucking up the Ninja Turtles name.
Oh, speaking of Ninja Turtles, I was going to bring up
Chaos.
we were going to bring up D&D if Juliana was here, because I know you
That's
are
next
a fan
episode.
Yeah, we'll bring up a little bit here. But D&D, I have like a game where it's like D&D, but instead of it being D&D, it's superhero themed, and your characters are custom created characters, and you go into different worlds. The first world we go into, and I think I tried to say it to you, but like it came out in like parts. The first world we go to is the Turtle Worlds.
Okay, good.
Why am I not sitting on my couch?
Aw.
Because,
Which, by the way, I can't wait to get my new damn couch in here. It's gonna be so nice.
so the first,
We're getting a new couch.
so the new D&D game, well not D&D, I haven't even come up with the name of it yet. I was thinking of calling it like Floods or Conquest or some shit like that. It was the first world we were going to go to was Ninja Turtle World. And I think I tried to
remember. Yeah, I remember you telling that. You sent me the
Hell
entire
yes.
script.
the entire script. The script didn't send everything I wanted to send to you. And so like what it was like we're going to get the D&D territory. So like bear with us. It was going to be like you start off in like tubes like normal people, sort of similar to
Like a cryo tube?
like a weird cryo tube, but like you're in like a little bubble thing. Like it's like force like powers onto you.
I got you.
But that the force power onto you are your own characters. Like
Mhm.
you choose whatever you want. Like I have a list of things.
It's basically like a,
Right.
a creation spirit bubble, essentially.
Basically. And like obviously if I wasn't the DM, my character would be an archer because Green Arrow is my favorite superhero of all time. And
He's a bitch in fucking Injustice by that, by the way.
he just hates it because I am a beast at Injustice 2.
I played him twice and he stomped me both times.
With
I
characters
didn't
I
It's
don't
ridiculous.
I literally could have set the controller down and probably done better than actually trying to play him.
Because
Accurate.
I used to be a tournament player, and I told him this.
And I suck at Injustice.
And I use characters I don't even use, like Poison Ivy.
It was
Poison Ivy's a boss.
That disrespect was
She's a
because I
boss.
wanted to show her Poison Ivy because she asked for Poison
She's
Ivy.
amazing. So
And
I needed to see all that she had.
so I beat him in Injustice, and he refuses to play me in it now.
yeah, no, fuck that game.
And I'm
Like I
surprised he
can
has.
only play so much. Like
I'm surprised he hasn't refused to play me
That's
in Jump
scary.
Force either.
I beat you in Jump Force
That's 'cause I
before,
let
that's the
you.
thing. Oh, bullshit!
whoa, it sounds like
Brian,
a
we're
rematch
gonna play
needs to
Smash. We're gonna play
happen.
Smash after this.
Hello?
Smash Bros. I know I'm not good at Smash Bros.
Exactly, so I can feel like a big
Hello?
person again. You cut my self-esteem from here to slightly down here and
We're
still high.
singing
But
you.
I was going to cut it down to here.
Slightly, no. See, it doesn't go down to here. And only she can drop it down to here. You, right there. Her down to here. You, me.
So like I think the first time me and him started hanging out, actually the first time we met was at my house, and Red Hood had just came out for Injustice 2, and as soon as Red Hood came out for Injustice 2,
I remember that.
Yeah.
You were pistol whipping my ass all day long.
it was bad.
Where did I just walk
Hello.
into?
You walked into me talking about how I was in Injustice 2.
Destroying me in Injustice 2 because, you know.
I think I did the thing. I think I did the thing that it's the most disrespectful thing to do. Please don't do this.
Paper cut.
Only
Don't
if
do
you
it.
did.
Paper cut and flee.
Yo,
We're gonna talk about paper cut and flee.
and Injustice
What is a
2.
paper cut and flee?
Don't-
I wanna
They
know.
want to know now.
Hold on, let me-
They want to know now.
Let me say what I was saying first. I played him in Injustice 2, and really did the look away and play and beat him. That's why he wouldn't play me
Accurate.
anymore, because I looked away and
Because he's a
played.
dick.
Because I looked him dead in the eyes and played without looking at the screen and beat him in it.
That's disrespectful.
It is.
It's extremely disrespectful. I almost go with the fucking controller through the TV.
But I feel like mine was
literally
more
went, "Fuck this
disrespectful.
But he wanted some bulgogi, and that was the first time like I had bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
And like Xavier, shout out to Xavier, brought bulgogi over.
shout out to
And
Babes.
Alex had came over and I was like, please don't break my TV. And so I should have like thought about it like disrespectful way was to beat him without looking. He's lucky I just it wasn't Green Arrow, I got 2 perfect victories on. Because Green Arrow.
I
So we're gonna
couldn't move.
So we're
The
gonna
minute the
talk.
match started.
So we're gonna talk about paper cut and flee now.
Paper Cut and Flee is dumb.
What the
Paper cut and flee is the best strategic
I think
advantage
Hard.
in the game.
we're
Point
playing.
blank. Period.
So I'll admit to losing to goddamn Conan in Naruto Ultimate Storm 3. I think it was right.
I don't remember.
It was
It was a
Storm 3 or
Naruto
There's a
game.
lot of
Or
storms.
Storm
There's a lot of
Storm 2
right?
Ultimate. And Aaron, I hate him with a passion with this.
So basically, we was in my basement and we was playing the game.
No, it was Aaron's house.
No, it was my house,
No, we went to Aaron's.
bro. I'm telling you, it was my house.
I
I
remember
swear for
I
God,
swear for God, we were playing. That
bro, you're drunk as shit.
I'm not.
I remember we was at my house in my basement playing on my big ass screen TV.
Because I remember being at Aaron's and we were playing.
I don't think we've ever
no,
played.
because we remember we had early leaves from school and we played.
It was at my
Mortal
house
Kombat.
because Aaron.
Kombat
Alright, we never played Naruto at fucking.
Yes, we did.
I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember ever
Oh, he
playing
never remember.
Naruto at Aaron's house. Anyways, we was playing at my house. Fucking, I was playing. What's her name?
Conan.
We were playing.
No, Aaron was playing Conan.
No, it was me.
Aaron used Asuma.
It was. I was playing Conan, and he was playing fucking.
Sasuke.
I think it was Sasuke. And basically
That's my
every
boy.
time.
That's
Every
Every time he would attack me, I would hit him with one of her paper fucking dolls, and like I would hit him, and I would run across the screen, and like that's how I win. Every time he would attack, I would hit him with one of my clones, and I would run. He would get damaged, and that's how I just won. Because like I'm not good at fighting games,
So the paper flee. I got it.
paper cut and flee. I would literally just stay away from him every time.
It wouldn't have been bad if he didn't yell "paper cut and flee" literally every fucking time,
And he would fall for it every fucking time.
Brian, you realize when you like trademark a move like that, you gotta say it every time you do it because
Yeah,
it
you
makes
do,
you
because-
mad as fuck.
But it made him mad.
Exactly. It's like when you find a counter to something, it's just like, nope, fuck you, nope, fuck you, nope, fuck you.
You know something? That's why I disrespected you from that because of him.
Yeah,
What him
there you
for disrespect this injustice too.
You didn't give me a damn chance though.
It was mean.
I
It
have
was
been a
mean.
new ass player.
It was
I've never played
mean.
Injustice before.
It
I'm
was
like,
bad.
oh look, he looks cool. I get in there and Brian goes, boom, 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 fucked up, I'm dead.
Like,
Didn't get the
I
move.
used Reno the first time.
Did
and I was
not.
like,
It was the worst.
I didn't even try hard with Green Arrow and he still didn't get a hit on me. So I decided to use Black Canary.
Fucking
Black
bored.
Canary has counter moves in Injustice 2. He didn't know that.
So every time I attacked, he was just boom, counter,
Counter
counter,
move,
boom,
counter.
counter, I'm fucking dead.
I beat
And
with
now
split
I'm
counter
mad.
moves, and I had just learned. Like I never really used Black Canary. I just learned the move where she does like these little weird knee moves. She like knees one time, knees another time. She does like an axe kick low, and as soon as I figured that shit out, he was not moving.
You're not sorry, James. I didn't.
Right.
You're not fucking sorry. No, you're not.
No,
Don't even act like you're sorry.
wrong,
You enjoyed every
Right? I
fucking
didn't
second.
You're
of that.
disrespectful. Meet me on Siege. Talk about it then.
Yeah, no,
I'm not good at
it
first
was
person
straight up
shooters, you know
disrespect.
that.
I know that exactly.
So like I was playing it, and then I decided because I think that's the very same day Red Hood came out when we after that
Yeah,
house
because you
party.
were pistol whipping my ass every second.
That's because I was learning the moves.
Yeah.
So
it
I mean, a
was
special shooter
disrespect.
whip me in the face with a pistol, and then I'm dead.
And the thing is, I like to go with the knockback move where it's like so it's like if enemy comes at you and you knock them back and you bounce them off the wall and they bounce off and then you hit your super because they can't do shit in midair. So you hit with the super and then hit the super and Red Hood move, and I like to do that as my final move. My last move. Round 2, last move is knock back and hit with the super. And I like to time it right, so I know the timing right. And it's like kills and I know I'm super probably fucking like not sober now. And I like to like hit them with the super move. And I would hit him with it every time. Except for Poison Ivy, I couldn't do it with her. I did it with her one time.
Oh, what you do? You could have did it with one fucking character. Good for you, you bitch.
Salty.
Ah!
Catch me in that
I mean,
Call of Duty or that
accurate.
Rainbow Six Siege.
You
So we don't talk about
see-
fucking justice with you.
See, I only did it with I kept playing as Poison Ivy
No,
because
you didn't. You kept green arrowing me, and I told you to
because
stop.
I used her one time. So remember, I kept using Poison Ivy because she wanted to see
Right.
her super,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't let me use her super.
That's true, because I got pissed off.
Because I had no
I
idea how
was
to use
very
Poison
frustrated.
Ivy.
I think I
at that
beat you
point.
maybe one time, and it's when you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
He was not like Michael was talking
He
to
was
him, and
getting
he was just
cocky,
talking,
yeah.
and I got really excited because like I was like, oh shit, I beat him, and I looked at him, I was like, wasn't even fucking trying. God damn it! All of that hype,
Hey,
everything
bro,
just
bro,
went
a win is a win, right?
But
It's like,
it
a win is a
hurts.
win, but when he's not trying and he's looking over
It
talking to
hurts.
Michael, and I stop him, it's like, I'm gonna count it, but I don't feel that great about it.
See, like it's the same with the jump. He was not Injustice. Jump Force was like I know he wants to beat you so bad in Jump Force.
Dude, I've beaten you in Jump Force.
When
I have beaten you
let
in Jump
beat
Force.
me.
I know you can. No, you can say you let me beat you. I've beaten you in Jump Force when you were trying. I know
Hey,
you
a
have.
dub is a dub.
You have
homie.
told me.
A
You
dub
have
is a
told me
dub.
It
you
is
were
a
trying
dub.
before, and I have beat you. Only with Asta. That's the only character I've actually done it when you were trying.
Here's a breaking news. I let him win those times that he would feel bad. Not
Breaking
winning
news,
shit.
he's bullshitting. He lost.
One dub in the win column is still a dub.
Yeah.
So like I love him to death, and I did. He gave.
He's a bullshitter. I won. You go fuck himself. You know what?
His still death ratio is a 0.01.
This shot is called Alex B. Bryan in Jump Force. He can go fuck himself.
You made him in jump.
I'll drink to that. I don't give a shit.
Ew.
Next time I'll stream, and you'll see how bad these get.
Fuck you.
I don't know which cup is mine, but fuck it.
Anybody who will see.
It's that one.
How much time we have left? Because I can't tell.
We've been streaming for about an hour and
12
19 minutes now.
19.
All right, so we're gonna call it here because I really gotta piss something. Please like and subscribe to the show. Where can we find you on social media, if any?
Fuck if I remember.
He does not remember. What about
You can follow me on Instagram at Dead Fairy. That's fairy with 2 E's instead of a Y.
Okay, and what about you?
Preston Alex 117 in Instagram.
All right, and you know about me, Geeks and Rebels, and you can also follow me on my personal page at StormLeo25. Thank you, and again, to Leva Bates, thank you for watching, and also for Juliana, if you're watching this, hopefully you are a hell of a lot better this time.
Because we want to meet you and we're going to hang out with you. Because next episode, you coming over
Facts.
and we chilling and we kicking it.
Facts.
All right, hope you guys, I'll see you guys later, and I will check you guys out later. Bye. I'm sorry, I'm super drunk.